Welcome to a brand new Minecraft series. A brand new world, a brand new outfit, a brand new fluke. Outside of the tutorials and challenges, this is where you'll find me. So let's jump in. Right, which way do I need to go? I think it's this way. Having pre-selected this world, I know that there is a village nearby, but beyond knowing where the village is and where the dark oak forest is, I'm going to make my base. I know very little about what's on the island in terms of structures. Oh, there is a ruined portal right there, and there's some gold. But I am nowhere near to an iron pickaxe, so I might just have to wait there for a bit. Immediately, I might just throw this obsidian on here. 2 more obsidian, and we've got another portal. Right, let's go down here first, because I heard a cat. If I can get fish, then I can tame the cat. Let's get some fish. Just for tonight, I don't think this villager will mind if we nick his house. Although, I think that's the villager coming to sleep in the house. This is. It's Emmett. Well, Emmett, I need your your bed, and your house, and your stuff, and everything you've got. This is a look. I don't think I like it. Now, where did that cat get to? Oh, why is it running off? No. I suppose one option is I can try and trap it in a boat. Let's try that. Let's try and trap a cat. Feel like this is not going to go my way at all. That didn't work. I was too late with the boat. It isn't working. Are you near me? Yes! Finally, that took way longer than I preferred. But we now have a cat. Right, now that we've wasted time getting a cat, I think it's time to start stocking up on resources to collect. For what is supposed to be a casual series, I am picking quite a dangerous biome to live in. I also don't intend on torching anything up. I intend on making a house and making a path through it. We're going to live in this dark enchanted forest as if it's a dark enchanted forest. Maybe just here by this pumpkin patch. This seems a nice area. And this should be the last tree I need to cut down. There we go. We have now at least opened it out a little bit to make a bit of a clearing, give us some space for when we make this house. We'll probably need to clear out even more. This still just looks odd. I don't like the salmon head. I'm going to get rid of the salmon head right now. Right, back to normal. Back to looking human. And now we can really start the true adventure. We have found the area which will be our starter base. And that's this area here, this clearing. We have a rudimentary little camp set up. We even have a pet. But we are not armoured. We need our shining armor, for we are to become a hero of this land, and heroes and knights need their armor. What I'm basically trying to say is we're going to go mining. Okay. It's an underground pool. It's quite a large underground pool. Lots of bad things around here. Maybe the skeleton could shoot that creeper? That'd be really helpful. There's the second one. Let's retreat. Try and sneak up on that skeleton. You would never expect an attack from the sea! Where's he gone? So I should take this time to mention that I do have a data pack, meaning that creepers won't break blocks. Knowing I was going to be in a dark forest biome, I didn't want them to destroy any builds that I made. However, they will still do full damage to me and can still kill me and other entities and animals and whatnot. So just because creepers don't destroy blocks does not mean they're not dangerous. But like right now we do need the protection. That is this cave fully dealt with. Let's go out the other side, see where it leads. I suspect that it is now nighttime, and it is. Big wide open area. Let's move for that. Oh, that doesn't seem like a good idea with the amount of things spawning in. Turtles! Save me, turtles. So we are now not far from the northern edge of the island. So we should probably start looking for somewhere else to move to try and find a cave system. This here, if I zoom in, that is probably the cave system we just explored. Except I came out down here, so maybe it's not. Maybe that's a different cave system. This is what I call a glimpse of in the night, and should now be worth exploring. I'm hoping it runs deep, these caves. I've picked the wrong way to go, and yet it's working out. Oh, hold up, I see cobblestone. We like seeing cobblestone. So it's a zombie spawner. Not bad, not good either. Skeleton spawner would be better for the bones and the arrows. Zombie's going to be good for the XP. It's not a spider spawner, which is just more annoying to set up. Saxolotl, do we have enough iron for a bucket? Yes, we do. We can get ourselves another pet. I don't have my crafting table. I also don't have my furnace, which means they've been left behind. That is not helpful at all. At this point, just keep heading down. There's so much to explore down here in the caves. And would you look at that? Not even got a full set of iron armor. Barely done much in the way of caving. And we found diamonds. Might just be the two. Is just the two. So let's take them both. No more hiding up there. And we are still heading lower. These two diamonds would work very well as a sword, if I had a crafting table. Whilst I'm down here, may as well take whatever I can get. Oh, more diamonds. Just one. That still makes my third. Enough for the pickaxe, and we have a geode. And we have a trial chamber. We have a trial chamber in the geode. I am absolutely not going in there. If I take that out of there, And then take that out of there, put that in there. Oh! I could have sworn I checked my bundle before and didn't have them. Maybe I was checking the wrong bundle? I don't even know. Maybe I'm just blind. At this stage we just need a decent supply of iron, any other resources that will give me enchantment levels, and exploring the local area. I must remember that the crafting table and the furnace are in the bundle, because I will forget. We seem to be heading out of Deep Slate. If I can loop my way back out, that'd be great. There, what was that? However, they will still do full damage to me and can still kill me and other entities and animals and whatnot. So, just because creepers don't destroy blocks does not mean they're not dangerous. I panicked and clicked escape. I heard something pop in and then I exploded. Let's respawn. We have no armor, we have no iron. We don't have a crafting table here either. We have very little at this camp. So, we need to get some stone to get back to our grave. I suspect all of my food was on me. I don't think I have any food. I have raw food and I have apples. I never even saw that creeper. It spawned and exploded in one hit. This, I believe, is the way in. So I should just have to follow the torches. Right. That's not going to be helpful. So my grave is directly in an area where mobs can spawn. And I have no way of lighting it up. It's going to have to be quick then. Right, that's given me all my stuff back. Something spawned in. It's this little dark area here. Don't like it. Get rid of it. Let's make a bucket. Let's make 2 buckets, in fact. Why should we restrict ourselves to 1 bucket? Now we can get our axolotl friend. There we go. Another pet for the... I was going to say pile. Pile is not the right word. Not another pet for the pile. Another pet for the family, for the group. I think I need to backtrack. Lush caves are nice, but I'm struggling to see anything in here. More diamonds. Ooh, there's a drop there. That's another drop. Well, let's take the lift. This goes a lot lower than I thought it did. Lots of things now. Let's do the run. We're going to run around in circles, lighting everything up. Oh, let's not walk into him. There's too much here. That's too much. This is not good. I think I'm being chased by pretty much everything possible. Could really use a bow right now. If I had a bow, things would be much, much easier. My inventory is full. How helpful. I need to continue lighting things up. Given that I have now eaten my last piece of food, and that this room is exceedingly dangerous, I think it's time to leave. Time to deposit some items. Is this going to be organised? Probably not. So I'd like to take a break from caving for a bit. And the next thing on the agenda, now that I have a saddle and some horse armour, is to get myself a horse. I think that will make traversing the world that much easier. But before we get to that, a situation has arisen. Shoot each other. Go on. That's half my health gone. I'm being stupid about this. Right, shield. Shield not doing well, actually. The shield durability is quite low. So we'll spin them round. Probably only a few hits left, and then my shield's gone. Let's just put that up there. Yes, this is looking much better. Full iron armor, brand new shield, full iron tools. Let's go find a horse. There's my bed, there's our clearing. Am I able to sleep through this rain? Nope. Right, so ignoring the awful weather for a moment, we have now completed our next objective and got a horse. Like a nature photographer just sneaking up on animals. And then they sneak up on me. Time to sleep. Sleep faster, sleep quicker. Can it stop raining now? So I now want to start working on the main structure of the house that's going to go in this clearing. But for that, I'm going to need to go into the mines and collect a bunch of different basic resources like stone, cobblestone, tuff, deep slate, all that sort of stuff. So I am going to go and grab that, and we're just going to fade wipe or slide transition or some kind of transition to when I've got all the stuff. I have been out collecting lots of resources and decorating this tree with all sorts of gubbins. This chest is the one we need to be concerned with. This is all of the stuff that I will need to make a start, at least, on my little house in the Enchanted Forest. So we now at the very least have the walls set on the ground floor, but it's still just a blank sheet of cobblestone, so we need to texture it. And that's why I collected an assortment of tuff, stone, andesite, some bricks, some light grey wool, mossy cobblestone, all sorts of things. We will start with a little bit of green. I don't want to do too much green at the bottom because I am going to do a lot of green for the roof, but every block now and then can be moss. This unfortunately is very much getting a feel for what looks right, and I'll probably come and tinker with it some more as well. When it comes to building and texturing, I'm not much of an artist. I don't really know that much about gradients. I just kind of do what looks okay. Even with just the addition of a little bit of moss, it's starting to look much nicer. It's starting to look like there's some variation there, and that's where we then come along. And I'm going to replace some of the moss with concrete powder. And then next I need tough and mossy cobblestone. None of the bottom layers of this are going to be cobblestone. I need the darkest blocks to be at the bottom, and cobblestone actually sits in the middle of the color palette that I'm using. So something like this. You can very clearly see the line of what has been textured and what hasn't, and I think this is going to look really nice at the end. Whilst I've planned out the structure of the house and I've planned out the roof, because I don't like building roofs and I need to pre-plan them, I haven't planned out the texturing. I don't often plan out the texturing. I just do what seems to fit. So much better than just a flat cobblestone slab. Not like a slab as in the block, as in like a big slab of just stuff. It needs to look like a house. I believe that one of the key things to making a build look good, it has to look like the thing you're building. And that sounds simple. I'm building a house. I'm building a sort of cottage in the woods type thing. It has to immediately be visible as a house. At the moment, it doesn't look like much because it's only the ground floor. But once I get in the roof, it'll all come together. And that's why sometimes you also have to trust the process of building. And this is where my inventory starts becoming a complete and total mess. Because next we're going to need some andesite and we're going to need some stone. You can see in terms of lightness, cobblestone is slightly darker than the andesite, which is why the cobblestone will be staying. But andesite is necessary to transition into more lighter colours. And then equally we can get some normal smooth stone in there, as that will be another layer that we're adding on top. These two blocks here, I don't think they're working out because you can see just a harsh line, so that will get replaced with cobblestone. And I feel like that breaks it up just a little bit more. That is quite a drastic improvement. I'm not going to say it's perfect. There's probably issues with it, issues I'm not seeing, issues that a more seasoned builder may recognize, but I'm happy with it. Now, before we can continue building up the layers of the house, we need to get the interior down a little bit, just so I can start marking things out. So here, this little alcove is where we're going to put chests, and then I'm also going to have a wall just coming along here with a entryway in the middle, just to split the rooms up. This is already coming together quite nicely. And we haven't even moved anything in yet. We haven't even done a whole extra floor. I think it's time for all the moss. And we're going to take the same principle with the moss as we did with the cobblestone. And we're going to place it down without texturing and come back and do that afterwards. I need to start by laying out what the roof shape is going to look like. And then I can go from there. I think sometimes I give the impression through editing that everything's coming together quite fluidly, everything's coming together quickly, and that I give the impression that I know what I'm doing when I absolutely don't in most cases. But this does look a little bit like what I was planning. And that's always a good start. I'm also now looking at the pictures and realizing I'm making a mistake. But we're not going to worry about the mistake that I'm making. We will correct the mistake later. is it a mistake if you know you're doing it wrong and intentionally continue anyway? Deep philosophical questions on the channel. Those philosophical questions being that I'm deliberately making this wrong, knowing that I'm going to correct it later. So we now have the 4 corners, you could say, of the roof. They're not corners. That's not the right word. We have 4 bits of the edges of the roof. So next, structural pillars. And the rest then will get filled in with cobblestone. Let's have a look in FreeCam, see how... Okay. The shape is definitely coming together. I'm beginning to see how things are forming. And once again, the cobblestone will be getting textured and we'll just be continuing the same detailing from below and just getting gradually lighter. So, let's extend this all the way across. And we have a roof. It looks very blocky, very untextured, but it is something. It is a shape with which to work. There we go. This is now looking like a room. We can build that out. And the same there, because we are going to put some more beams in. Love beams. Can't get enough of the beams. There we go, this room looks a bit better now. Next, we need to start working on the framing that's going to go around the moss itself. Yeah, I think that's kind of what I'm going for. I think it'll look better once the rest of it's in. This is now the trim done on the roof, and I think it looks okay. But looking from the outside, I don't think I can get away with any cobblestone on that layer or above. So that should be next to moss. That's the only level that can have cobblestone. Everything else needs to be stone or different. We don't have a lot of light grey wool, so I'm going to have to be extra conservative with it. I can maybe get away with the odd piece of cobble here and there. So let's do one there. And one there. And that is a textured wall. The rest of the walls are only going to be seen from the interior, and I don't really know what I'm putting up here yet. I haven't planned out the interior. That's going to be a lot of freehand decoration. And this is now, after actually a very short amount of time, a textured upper floor. Let's go outside and see how it looks. This is looking really nice. I am quite proud of how this house is coming together. And there's still more to do. There's still more detailing to put in on the inside. We have to do the interior. We have to really build up the outside because it's currently got nothing going for it. I need to move everything across. I need to texture the roof. There's still so much more to do and so much more for this world to grow.